Hi, this is Tony Darrick Baker here with 10 essential Digg tips. What exactly is Digg? What is this thing? Well, and some of you, of course, say, hey, I've heard about Digg years ago. I don't even know if it's still relevant today. Well, I'll tell you what, Digg is still relevant, and it is a great place to go and put a great number of articles. It's not about personal conversations. It's not about, what you did for dinner last night and all that stuff. Digg is all about sharing content and websites. And so it's very, very, very important. Now, at the same time, it's also important because Google loves Digg. If you get yourself into Digg and people start digging it and it goes up and up and up on there, Google is a lot more likely to rank you because you're getting the pings and you're getting more traffic and all this stuff that plays under the basically 200 different things that Google looks at in order to decide who gets to be ranked where. And so the key though is be relevant and of course be niche. Now this is a little secret, if you have one login with tons of different things in it, sometimes Google will say, what is this all about? But if all your stuff is about pretty much the same thing, you can really build up a niche following in Digg, and it's really cool. So let's start off real quick with some tips. The first thing you want to do when you create your Digg account is you want to take a look at what other people are doing. You want to discover popularity patterns, and you want to follow trends. This helps you build up your reputation because you want to be followed. Basically, it's a lot like Twitter. It's a lot like, let's say, YouTube channels. It's a lot like Facebook, the new kind of subscribe feature in Facebook, where basically people can follow you and they pay attention to what you have to say because you're aggregating the best content. And so you especially want to be somebody who is not just talking about different little ramblings. You want to be focused and bring out the best content that they could possibly find, even if it's your own. Okay, you want to use RSS feeds of the top users. You can go in there and you can find people who are constantly at the top, and you just grab their RSS feed and basically you can throw it into your Google Reader or whatever RSS reader that you might have, and you'll be instantly notified when they dig really, really remarkable stories, because these again are people who understand that they should only dig things that are really important. And so of course you want to comment quickly, because guess what? Just like Twitter, just like a lot of other social networks, if you're commenting on something that's powerful and you're providing good input, then people suddenly start following you. And so that's the whole social networking system. And again, don't simply promote your own articles and videos. You want to help others and they're going to return the favor. So let's just say you're out there, you're brand new, you've got a brand new Digg account, and you just start flooding it with all of your own stuff. Well, guess what? People are going to think you're a spammer. They're not going to see you as a quality person with good information and good insight into what's going on in your industry. They're just going to see, oh yeah, this guy's spamming all of his own blog articles. Big deal. Okay, so they're not going to follow you that way. So you want to promote other people, and guess what? By doing so, you can literally build up relationships, just like on Twitter, just like on Facebook and YouTube, where when you do something, they help you. And when they do something, you help them. So it's very, very important. Next tip, you want to stay relevant. That's very, very important. If something's brand new and it's happening right now, you plug it right now. You want to stay with breaking news, hot topics within your niche, and you do so by checking the news, other social feeds. You have major blogs out there that are on top of things. Every once in a while you'll hear about something important, and it has to do with Apple or whatever. As soon as that happens, you get out there, and if that's in your niche, you go out there and you basically you dig the story, you comment about it, you tweet it, whatever you've got to do to stay on top of stuff. Because if you could stay on top of it, again, people are going to follow you because you are the man to follow or the woman to follow, whatever it might be. Okay, the next thing you want to do is change the way that you're posting. Don't just use, hey, Bob's blog, different. You want to use titles that start with words like, why, how to, the best ways to. People want solutions. They want to see something that's going to help them solve a problem that they have. And so, especially if it's concise, because we're in kind of an information overload where, in a way, we're constantly addicted to information. We want to know more and more and more. And at the same time, we want to learn it quick and move on. There's so much of a barrage of other things out there. You want to do something that's concise. And so by changing the titles to, why, how, the best ways, etc., that helps people, focus in on what you're doing. You also want to use numbers like, hey, the number 7, the top 10 ways. These create attention. They stand out a little bit, and they're very, very, very powerful. So use numbers in your headlines. Okay, the next thing you want to do is keep up with what people like or hate. Digg is its own community in a way because, they love Apple, they hate Microsoft, different trends like that. Keep up with what you see on the site and use that to create new content that they're going to respond to. So, like I said, don't just repurpose, blindly. Know exactly how Digg is going to respond. By the way, you could have a title on your blog and then when you dig it, create an entirely new title specifically for Digg, because Digg is simply going to link to, basically your comment that links to your article. So be creative in that and know how to use it. Okay, it's okay to be controversial as long as you're right. In fact, you're more likely to get someone's attention if they think like, wow, this guy is on top of it, or this guy is completely nuts. I mean, you've got to be controversial to catch people's attention. But make sure you're right. Don't be posting stuff that's stupid, okay? Don't say something just because. Your reputation online is going to be a big deal. So people can Google you and go back a decade if they want to. So the other thing you want to do is use other social networks to encourage people to dig and comment on your submissions. So basically, in Facebook, you can say, hey, please like my page. And Twitter, you can say, please retweet. But in Digg, they don't like that. So use Facebook and Twitter to build up people who will also dig you, because you can't necessarily go to Digg users and go, hey, please dig me. They just don't like that kind of thing. It's really weird. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is once you've got some stuff out there, if you look in the bottom right-hand corner of your profile, you'll see a little orange symbol. It's for an RSS feed. What you want to do is you want to ping your RSS feed with multiple ping services every time you add a new comment or content. So basically what you're trying to do is you're trying to get Google to see that your profile is important, and basically it will follow that link. So it'll follow the link to Digg, and then it'll turn around and follow that link from Digg to your blog or to your YouTube channel, to whatever it might be, which helps you get indexed and helps you get into the search engines. Now again, make sure it's not just all your content, or Google will say, this looks odd. Tony's only promoting Tony, So make sure you diversify, but you stay on topic. Okay, and the next thing you want to do, of course, is you want to subscribe and follow me, because I'm going to give you a lot more tips and techniques. Go to my blog, tonydbaker.com/tips. There you're going to find a lot of really cool information, and you can sign up by email and subscribe to my tips, and that's a great way of doing it. Go ahead and click you like this on YouTube, you want to subscribe on YouTube, I'd love you to do that. And of course, you're more than welcome to follow me on Twitter, and of course, Digg. Check us out next time, tonydbaker.com, and you have a great night.